Chapter 1. Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
My name is Robert, and when I was a young boy, I had two father figures who taught me very different lessons about money and life. One was my biological father, whom I called my poor dad, and the other was my best friend's father, whom I called my rich dad. Poor Dad. Poor Dad was highly educated. He had a secure government job, a college degree, and he always said things like, "Son, get a good education, get a good job, and your life will be safe. A steady paycheck is everything." As a kid, I listened carefully. I thought, yes, this makes sense. Work hard, get a job, and life will be secure. But I noticed something strange. Even with his stable income, poor Dad was constantly stressed. He worried about bills, taxes, and saving enough for retirement. Money was always a source of anxiety, not freedom. Then there was Rich Dad. He didn't have the same formal education, but his understanding of money was completely different. He was a businessman, and his lessons were about how money works, not just about working for money. One day, he pulled me aside and said, "Robert, school teaches you to work for money, but it doesn't teach you how to make money work for you. That's why most people struggle financially." I didn't understand at first, but I started to pay attention. I saw a clear difference between the two fathers. Poor Dad, job security is everything. Work for a paycheck. Rich Dad, financial education is everything. Make money work for you. A simple lesson. Rich Dad once gave me a simple example. If you have $100 and put it in a bank, you'll earn a little interest. But if you invest that same $100 wisely in a business or an asset, it can grow and multiply. The difference is in mindset. Poor Dad would never take risks like that. He believed a stable salary was the safest path. Rich Dad, on the other hand, thought about assets, investments, and financial freedom. Real-life stories. I remember one afternoon, poor Dad was talking about his job. He said, "Robert, I have worked hard all my life. I have a steady job, a pension, and a retirement plan. That's what matters." Later that day, Rich Dad showed me a small property he owned and explained, "Look, Robert, this property is making me money every month without me doing extra work. That's the power of assets. Money can work for you if you understand it." This was the moment I realized something huge. Earning money through work is temporary. Earning money through assets is long-term freedom. Reflection. As I grew up, I reflected on both Dad's advice. Poor Dad taught me discipline and the value of education. Rich Dad taught me about opportunity, risk, and financial intelligence. Both lessons were important, but if I wanted financial freedom, I had to adopt Rich Dad's mindset. Key takeaways. Mindset matters more than money. The way you think about money determines your success. Jobs provide security, not freedom. Relying only on a paycheck keeps you dependent. Learn to make money work for you. Investing in assets is the key to financial independence. Start early. The earlier you develop financial intelligence, the more freedom you will have in life. The most powerful thing in life is your mindset. Those who learn a financial mindset early can achieve financial freedom. Those who learn only the job mindset will struggle their entire life. By observing both fathers, I learned that wealth is not about how much you earn, but how you use what you earn. Rich Dad's lessons changed the way I thought about money